Do you want to feel more powerful, have more energy, get stronger, have a better mental clarity, increase your IQ and your intelligence? I have a solution. And no, it's not a magic potion. I'm talking here about having a better quality sleep. I believe most of you want to have better quality sleep, but don't know how. And you can be sleeping 10 hours daily without feeling refreshed. In this video, I will talk about 12 tips to have a healthy sleep based on science and evidence. So tip number 1, stick to a sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up every day at the same time, even during the weekends, because sleeping late during the weekends will not really compensate for all the hours you have missed during the weekday. And this will make it harder Monday morning to wake up early. So a small advice here is to set an alarm to go to bed, not only to wake up. Tip number 2, avoid exercising late. Although physical activity is essential to our body, but you should avoid doing it 3 hours before going to bed. Because when we exercise, our bodies will release hormones to keep this body awake, making it difficult to have a decent sleep. Tip number 3, time well your caffeine and nicotine. The half-life of caffeine is 6 to 8 hours, which means it can stay in your body more than 8 hours. This is why this cup of coffee you had at 3 p.m. is still making your nervous system alert. Although I'm sure some of you will tell me I can drink coffee and sleep right away. If this is truly happening to you, I can assure you you're in a bad place. I will talk about this in depth in the future in a different video. Just so you know, when we say caffeine, we mean coffee, tea, cola, and even chocolate. And the same applies to smoking and nicotine, because it is a stimulant. Tip number 4, avoid alcohol before bed. Although alcohol can be relaxing, but an increased amount can affect your sleep cycle, depriving you from deep sleep, keeping you in the lighter stages only. And you tend to wake up in the middle of the night when its effect wears off. Tip number 5, avoid large meals before going to bed. A small snack is acceptable, but having a large meal will cause indigestion during sleep, and drinking a lot of fluids can cause frequent awakenings to urinate. Tip number 6, avoid medicines that can disrupt or delay your sleep. Some commonly prescribed medications can interfere with your sleep, for example, the steroids. If you're experiencing insomnia, talk to your physician or your pharmacist to take a look on your medication list. Tip number 7, avoid naps after 3 p.m. Naps in general, they are good to make up for the lost amount of sleep, but taking these afternoon naps will make it harder for you to fall asleep during the night. Tip number 8, try to relax before going to sleep. Don't overstuff and overschedule your day, so you will not have enough time to relax. Start this habit of practicing relaxing activities before going to bed. For example, like listening to soft music, reading, or even meditating for a few minutes. Tip number 9, take a hot bath before bedtime. On one hand, the shower itself will help you relax. On the other hand, the drop in temperature after the bath will help your body to calm down and fall asleep. Tip number 10, prepare your bedroom. Dark room, cool climate, and most importantly, gadget-free. You will sleep much better in a cool room, calm, and without any flickers or lights. Try to invest in a good mattress and pillow. Moreover, your room should have no distractions like a TV. And try to get rid of this habit of taking your phone with you to bed. Tip number 11, try to get enough sun exposure. To regulate your sleep cycle, it is very important to have at least 30 minutes to 1 hour daily of sunlight. And if possible, try to wake up with sunrise and use bright light in the morning. Finally, tip number 12, don't lie in bed awake. If you're trying to sleep for more than 20 minutes and you're still wide awake, don't stay in bed. Get up and do something relaxing. Of course, not looking at your phone, until you feel sleepy again. The anxiety of not being able to sleep will make it even harder for you to fall asleep. So these were the 12 tips for a healthier sleep. Make a checklist and try to work on each one alone. If you're doing all of them and still not having good sleep, maybe it's time to seek the help of a sleep doctor. Pay attention to your sleep, it's a life changer. Good night and sweet dreams.